Imagine receiving a phone call from a stranger. At first, it feels like a wrong number, but then you realize something impossible. The girl on the other side is not calling from another city, she is calling from the past. At first, this phone call feels like a miracle. It can fix old mistakes, it can save lives, it can change everything. But soon, one girl realizes that changing the past can turn the present into a nightmare. And one decision changes both of their lives forever. The movie begins with a young woman named Seo-yeon. She returns to her old family house in the countryside. Her life is already full of pain and regret. Her mother is sick, and Seo-yeon carries a heavy sadness from the past. Years ago, her father died in a house fire. Seo-yeon believes her mother was responsible because she left the gas on, and because of that, their relationship is broken. When Seo-yeon reaches the house, it feels empty and cold. Everything inside reminds her of her childhood, her father, and the tragedy that destroyed her family. Then something strange happens. She finds an old cordless phone inside the house. Soon, the phone rings. When Seo-yeon answers, a young woman on the other side sounds terrified. The caller says her name is Young-sook. She is crying, panicking, and asking for help. At first, Seo-yeon thinks it is a prank or a wrong number, but the calls keep coming. And slowly, Seo-yeon notices something impossible. Young-sook is not calling from the present. She is living in the same house, but 20 years in the past. At first, Seo-yeon cannot believe it. How can a phone connect two different time periods? But the evidence becomes impossible to ignore. Young-sook describes the house exactly as it looked years ago. She talks about things that no stranger should know, and Seo-yeon starts realizing that the two of them are connected by the same place, but separated by time. Young-sook lives in the house in 1999. Seo-yeon lives in the house in the present. This phone call becomes a secret bridge between them. At first, the connection feels exciting. Both women are lonely. Both are trapped in painful lives, and both slowly begin to trust each other. Young-sook tells Seo-yeon about her life. She lives with a strict stepmother who believes in strange rituals and treats her harshly. Young-sook feels like a prisoner in her own home. Seo-yeon feels sympathy for her. For Seo-yeon, Young-sook becomes more than a stranger. She becomes someone who understands loneliness. But then Seo-yeon realizes something huge. If Young-sook is really in the past, then maybe the past can be changed. And if the past can be changed, maybe Seo-yeon's father can be saved. Seo-yeon remembers the day her father died. She knows the fire started because of the gas. She knows the exact moment everything went wrong. So she tells Young-sook what is going to happen. Young-sook listens carefully, and when the day comes, she acts. She prevents the accident. Suddenly, Seo-yeon's present changes. Her house is no longer broken and lonely. Her father is alive. Her family is happy. Her mother is healthy. Everything that was once destroyed has been restored. For Seo-yeon, this feels like a miracle. One phone call has given her the life she always wanted. She is emotional, shocked, and grateful. Young-sook has changed her destiny. But this is where the movie starts becoming dangerous. Because when someone realizes they can change the future, they may not stop at one change. And Young-sook is about to discover that her own future is terrifying. Seo-yeon decides to help Young-sook in return. She searches old records and learns the truth about Young-sook's life. In the past, Young-sook was killed by her stepmother. When Seo-yeon tells her this, Young-sook becomes terrified. She realizes that the woman controlling her life will one day end it. Now, the phone call becomes a weapon. Seo-yeon warns Young-sook before the danger happens, and Young-sook survives. At first, it seems fair. Young-sook saved Seo-yeon's father. Now Seo-yeon has saved Young-sook. Both women have changed each other's lives. But then, the real horror begins, because Young-sook does not become free and peaceful after surviving. Instead, something darker inside her wakes up. She becomes violent, unpredictable, and cruel. The person Seo-yeon thought she was helping turns out to be far more dangerous than she imagined. And now, because Seo-yeon changed the past, the present begins to change again. But this time, not in a good way. Seo-yeon starts noticing changes around her. The happy life she received begins falling apart. People who were alive before suddenly disappear from her present. The world around her changes, according to Young-sook's actions in the past. And Seo-yeon realizes a terrifying truth. Young-sook can destroy her life anytime she wants. If Young-sook hurts someone in the past, that person may vanish from Seo-yeon's present. If Young-sook changes an event, Seo-yeon's reality changes instantly. The phone is no longer a miracle. It is a trap. Seo-yeon tries to stop answering, but she cannot escape the connection. Young-sook begins using the phone to threaten her. She wants information about the future. She wants to know what will happen next. She wants power. And now, Seo-yeon understands that she has created a monster. The same girl she once felt sorry for is now controlling her life from 20 years ago. Now the movie becomes a tense battle between two women in different timelines. Seo-yeon is in the present, trying to find old records and understand what happened in the past. Young-sook is in 1999, using Seo-yeon's information to stay ahead of everyone. The scary part is that Seo-yeon cannot physically stop her. She cannot run to the past. She cannot call the police in 1999. She can only use information, memory, and the phone. Every time Seo-yeon learns something, Young-sook becomes more dangerous. Every time Young-sook acts, Seo-yeon's present changes. The house itself becomes like a battlefield. In one timeline, Young-sook is moving through the house with violence and anger. In the other timeline, Seo-yeon sees the results appear around her. This makes the movie very intense because the danger does not come from a monster outside. The danger comes from the past, and the past keeps rewriting the present. Seo-yeon realizes that if she wants to survive, she must find a way to cut the connection or stop Young-sook before she destroys everything. As the story continues, Seo-yeon's family becomes trapped in this nightmare. Her father, who was saved earlier, is now in danger again. Her mother also becomes part of the battle. Seo-yeon finally understands something painful. Changing the past did not erase tragedy. It only created a different tragedy. The life she wanted came with a price. Because she saved her father, she also gave Young-sook the chance to live. And by saving Young-sook, she allowed a killer to become even stronger. This is the emotional core of the movie. Seo-yeon wanted to fix her broken life. She wanted her father back. She wanted her family to be whole again. But the movie shows that changing the past is not simple. One change affects another. One saved life can cost another life. And sometimes, the thing you think is a blessing can become your worst mistake. Near the end, Seo-yeon and Young-sook's timelines collide in the most dangerous way. Young-sook is now fully aware of how powerful the phone is. She knows that Seo-yeon depends on the present. She knows that every move she makes in 1999 can destroy Seo-yeon's reality. Seo-yeon tries everything to stop her. She searches for clues. She uses the information she has. She tries to protect her family. But Young-sook is always one step ahead. The final part becomes a race against time. In the past, Seo-yeon's mother fights to stop Young-sook. In the present, Seo-yeon waits helplessly, knowing that whatever happens in the past will decide whether she lives or loses everything. The tension becomes stronger because Seo-yeon cannot see everything clearly. She only sees the results. Walls change, photos change, people appear and disappear. Her entire reality is unstable. Finally, it seems like Seo-yeon's mother manages to stop Young-sook. The present becomes calm again. Seo-yeon believes the nightmare is over. She goes to her mother, and for a moment, it looks like they have survived. But the movie has one final twist. The ending reveals that Young-sook may not be gone. A final call changes everything again. We understand that Young-sook found a way to warn herself in the past. This means the danger continues. The ending is shocking because it shows that time has not been fixed. Young-sook's actions still have power, and Seo-yeon's reality can still be changed. The movie leaves us with a terrifying idea. If someone in the past knows too much about the future, they can become almost unstoppable. Seo-yeon wanted to bring back her father. Young-sook wanted to escape her fate. Both of them used the phone to change their lives. But the more they changed, the more dangerous everything became. The phone was never just a connection, it was a door. And once that door opened, neither of them could control what came through. At first, the phone gave Seo-yeon hope, then it gave Young-sook power, and in the end, it turned one house into a nightmare across two timelines. The movie reminds us that sometimes the past should stay in the past, because changing one moment can destroy an entire life. If you enjoyed this recap, subscribe to Movia for more movie stories explained in minutes, and tell us in the comments, if you received a phone call from the past, would you answer it?